Well, I think that old cliche that the mind is your most powerful weapon is probably definitely true with every team, but especially our team. I think one of the things that this team learned about itself and proved to itself is that we can compete against anybody, and I think that's going to be very important. I think that the early season or preseason #1 seeding for Georgia Southern was very accurate. They're playing like it. They got one loss. And they have the confidence of a #1 seed right now because of the way they've been playing as well. And I know that coach very well. She's a very savvy coach. I know that they're not confident because somebody called them #1. They're going out and proving it. So it's going to be our job to go there. It's always tough to play on the road, but that's our road schedule. We knew was going to be tough. We talked about the preseason schedule in the preseason, but our conference schedules from a being home and away standpoint, we knew it was going to be tough. We're playing some of the higher seeds or the higher rated teams of the conference, Georgia Southern being an example of that, away at their place, and that's always tough. So it doesn't change the way you play, but it changes the way you think or the way you approach a game. And I think our team is ready to use some of that mental toughness that we've been building over the past number of weeks, and so I think we're going to do just fine when we get there, because that's what it's going to take. It's going to be the mentally toughest team that can overcome whatever that obstacle is.
Western's always been known to have a pretty strong outfield. Can you talk a little bit about the confidence you have in that far left side and in Courtney Price and Amber Kimmery in the outfield?
Well, I think that they do a solid job of tracking the ball down in the first place, whether it's in the gap or where it is. So they're getting better at that, especially Courtney. I mean, you're talking about a freshman that has not played college ball until this season, and I think this is the case with everyone. And everything is bigger, faster, stronger up here, and so she's made that adjustment. Amber Kimmery has not played center field before, and that's the bigger space out there that she's covering it very well as far as getting to the ball. Where the strength has been from day one, bar whether you're a freshman or upperclassman or what, is our throwing accuracy and arm strength out there. We did it again this last weekend. Amelia from the right side, we're talking about the left side here, but the right side, she threw somebody out at third base. We've thrown somebody, and then we threw somebody out. I'll be honest with you, I can't remember. I believe it was Amber Kimmery maybe threw somebody out at the plate this weekend. So when it comes down to that play, our outfielders and Amber and CP are poster children for this. They put the ball right there on the mark. Matter of fact, there was at least 2 times that they could have tried to run on Courtney, and they did not. I think the reputation kind of preceded her, and they just plain didn't run on her when they had a shot to go home a couple times on some tags. So she's doing a huge job for us, not only out in the outfield, but batting 5th and 6th for us wherever we feel like we need her. And I don't know if you noticed her batting average is creeping up there to something quite respectable. We'll see. I'm anxious to see what happens with some more at-bats throughout the rest of the season.
I think it definitely meant a lot to me, coming out as a freshman. I definitely had to earn it. It wasn't just a given. So everyone worked hard for it, and no one really knew what was set in stone until we actually had our first game. So seeing that I was starting was a big deal for me. Definitely as a freshman, in college, and I'm just now getting here, so that was really awesome and a good feeling for me. I hope that throughout April, we go out strong in conference and we win every game that we can win in conference. I think it's time for us to make a statement this year and show people that, this isn't the same team this year that has been in the past, and that we are here to play and we're here to play our hardest. So I think that I would say just to make a statement and show everyone that we're growing and we're going to continue to grow. I think, we've been really working on just playing our hardest every time, throughout the whole entire game, playing as hard as we can until the very last play. And, no matter what they're ranked, we're going to go into it like they weren't #1. And, people said that we were ranked last or whatever, but we don't play that way. We play like we're ranked #1. So I think we're just really working on not seeing them as the better team, but seeing us as the better team and knowing that we are the better team, and so that's how we'll have to play.
The key's going to be in the circle. I think because the key has been for Georgia Southern in the circle. They've had some games. Obviously, offense is always important, defense is always important, but their pitching staff without a doubt is the best in the conference right now, and has been. And they've won some big games. They've got a great record, win-loss record right now, and it comes down to the circle. We've had some success. Last year we had some success with that pitching staff. And so it's going to be important for us. I don't think anybody's going to walk in there and start scoring 10 and 11 runs and big, we've been getting double-digit hits in a good portion of our games the last few weeks. I wouldn't be surprised if we're able to do that, but because I don't want to underestimate our hitters and our players. But at the same time, walking in there as a coach, you don't expect that to happen. You know that we're going to have to keep their run production down low and be able to scratch some runs out when we need them. And so I think the key to our weekend is going to be in the circle with our pitching staff.
Perfect. That's good.